How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the What's Up Eddie channel, Divine Therapy Sessions. And of course, I'm the one and only Eddie. So glad to have you guys back, and these are my Divine Therapy Sessions. How's it going, guys? I just want to channel. I had some messages come up. I wanted to just send them out to my community. And just tell you guys some good words, you know. I just want to say that I love you guys. I love being able to teach you guys, the viewers that I have. You guys are amazing. All right, so a few things came up right away today. It's been actually, for me, it's been the last couple of weeks, but it came in highly today. So I just want to say to the people out there who are getting your medicine out there. So I always talk about the people to be called to the forefront, but I know that there's that crowd of people that are already out there doing a good job. And you know, I always see it. Messages come in differently, right? And I was thinking to myself how I feel about it, right? Like, we always want, like, I don't care where you're at in life, you want validation in some way and somehow, right? We wouldn't be striving or working towards something if there wasn't a completion or goal in mind, right? And then when that goal is completed, that is validation, is it not? And if it is cheered on by others, which in our communities it is, so validation does exist on some platform, right? And that's just being real with it. So I do feel like there is maybe like a healthy portion of this. I mean, but it could get out of hand. So, you know, be careful with that. But I just want to say out there, to the people who are putting the work in, and you are living your best life that you can live right now, and it's authentic, as authentic as you can be. Congratulations. Keep moving forward. I know if you haven't gotten that validation yet, this is your message right now. If you got onto this platform, my YouTube channel, you're hearing it right now. This is your message. And the message is, you're doing good. Keep up the good work. Keep moving forward. You have no clue. Angel number 222 on the clock right now. You have no clue how many people you're affecting right now. And if it's just one person and you think that doesn't mean anything, keep going. You have no clue how wonderful you are, you beautiful soul. And just know that, like, that one person, it will have a ripple effect on another person, and then another person. You have no clue how far the reach is, right? The old butterfly effect, if you will. So that was a big thing. I just wanted to say, keep going. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Be authentic. I see people on the platforms, the people who follow me. I get good word from people, man. I got people calling me from the past. I'm getting blasts from the past, which is really cool. You know, when you guys start to do the work and you're putting your medicine out there, you get rewards way beyond the money or material plane. You get rewards of, like, emotional, the emotional abundance, the heart abundance. I call the heart abundance. You know, people giving you kudos, people making amends with you, man. That's something else, man. And that means more to me than anything else. And you know, it's there's nothing like, I guess you would say, some sort of validation where people have seen you in a certain light in the past, and now they see you now, right? And they're telling you, it's like, wow, man, congratulations, you've really done something. Like, I can tell. There's nothing better than that, man. And that's why I made this channel. That's why I continue to help other people in need, because I know that, like, you guys, that's the hope right there, man. Like, you can just keep doing what you're doing. If you're doing something you're not supposed to, obviously don't keep doing that. What I mean by do what you're doing is, if you're in recovery, if you're doing trauma work, if you're doing therapy, if you're doing counseling, if you hired a life coach, if you heard any of those things and it resonates with you, if you're working with other alcoholics, if you have a platform and you're starting to upload videos, whatever you're doing out there, right, to give back to community, it doesn't have to be exactly the way it looks for me, but, you know, whatever you're doing, are you helping Earth, Mother Gaia? Are you a humanitarian? Are you an activist? Everyone shows up differently, right? And so yeah, just keep going is what I'm trying to say. You just have no clue how big it is. That everything here that you're doing, it's gonna make something better for the next generations. Oh, that was another thing that came up, you guys. It's insane when your eyes become open and you get to see the world from a different perspective. I was watching this it's a show called Sweet Tooth, and oh my goodness, man, if you guys want to have like an abstract look on or like a cool interpretation of spirituality, go ahead and check that out. Check out the TV show on Netflix called Sweet Tooth. It is by far spirituality explained perfectly. If you're a light worker, or if you resonate with you know, being the black sheep, if you resonate with you know, spreading your medicine, which is, it could show up in any form or fashion. But check that show out, and it'll give a good explanation. And if you come into the comments, and I'll give you my interpretation of what it is, and it's really cool. There were some other things that came up for me. I'm gonna pause real quick, and I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. All right, guys. Yeah. So, just with that show, I noticed that like a lot of messages have been coming through again, right? Like I'm getting like huge downloads, and one of the big things is messages through you know, different whether it's television, music, and stuff like that. So that might be something huge or big coming up for you guys too. This is validation for you out there. Just know that, like, to keep listening to it, it's a reality. I know in the beginning I had a hard time listening to the information, and then I would get it, and then it would confirm the things around me, and then I would doubt myself, doubt my intuition. And you might be feeling that way too. That's why I'm bringing it up. So just know that, like, to believe in it, right? And you give power to what you believe in as well. So know that. One of the things that also came up for me, that I think that you guys should know out there is, it was a question. It was, what are my gifts? Oh no. Okay. So I've got gifts. What the hell do I do with them now? And I started laughing because it was a funny question that came to me, and it's strange because I think about that. It came up for me because I thought about that show, and so essentially in the show, this kid, so like humanity, it's kind of like, if you think about it, is like Noah's Ark. A flood comes in, but the flood just comes in as a disease, right? And it kills off a lot of people, and then a new generation of kids are born. And if you want to change that into the perspective of today, that new generation is, I would call them light workers or humanitarians. A lot of people know them as rainbow children, crystal children, indigo children, stuff like that, right? Which I resonate with. And so the thing is these kids show, in that show, the kid shows extra ability, right? And that's something that keeps coming up, and I think some people out there are questioning their abilities, and I know I did for a long time too, right? And that's why I want to get on here and tell you guys that you guys are okay. You're not crazy. You have abilities. I know that a lot of people don't talk about this, and it's looked at as strange or weird or crazy. You're not. Most people don't trust in their intuition, and everybody knows intuition exists, but not everyone trusts in it, right? But if we go around saying I have a high intellect in intuition, you don't hear that very often, right? Because it's unheard of. I'm telling you guys, it's a superpower, right? It's something that's going to be able to. I feel like in the future that it will be something that humanity relies heavily on. Also, so gifts. I'm going to make another video talking about these gifts in detail, just immaculate detail, so you guys know not only a couple things, is like, what do we do with them? What are they? And how do we use them? And how do we refurbish them? How do we keep them going, right? What was coming up for me is like the messages that are coming in, right? And I think like what the messages wanted to come across, through my guides to you guys, is that trust, patience, perseverance, and trust are the three words that kept coming out. And I think patience and perseverance is in regards to your guys' medicine. If you guys haven't reached the amount of success or validation that you're looking for, just wait, man. Keep going. Perseverance. Your patience is being tested at this point. I know, because I resonate with it. So I'm just going to be real and upfront with you, is that your patience and your perseverance are being tested at the moment. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. Angel number 420, 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. You might want to check into that. It may be a message for you. So you're not crazy, and trusting in yourself and in your gifts. And another thing that came up with that was, if you are you in a place where you feel you're getting an environment around you where you can't actively pursue your gifts or your medicine, or in these abilities that I'm talking about, whether they're psychic, intuition, what you're being called to. Let's say that's tarot. Say that's let's say you are getting stuff in your dream state. You're getting messages through the radio, whatever the case may be, right? And there's many different gifts. This is just some of them, right? Or you're getting the call to start buying crystals. You're getting the call to start visiting the mountains more, or the ocean. That's all something, right? I would just say this, you guys. Keep that stuff to yourself for the moment until you get to a place where you're going to be able to actively pursue it yourself. A lot of the times I find that, like, in the beginning, this is the big thing, right? Like, these are the major tests that we go through, because the people around you, we don't realize it, that our families and our friends, our groups that we have before we have the awakening, they're usually people that we're burning through karma with, right? I think we're burning through these karmas through past lives. And I have different interpretations of what I think this platform is, and some of them aren't good. But I do feel like sometimes this place could be purgatory, or it could be like a realm that is like hell. If you think about it, sometimes it feels that way, right? And we burn through a lot of karma. There's a lot of karma that we burn through, right? And some of it we didn't ask for. I know I didn't. So that's why I feel that way sometimes, right? And so that's why I know too, is like that trust is like, sometimes things aren't in our control, but you got to trust in the process, right? And we're not going to get all the answers right away, but just know that, like, those answers are there, that they will come to you eventually, right? And until so it's like, okay, check it like this. It's like you have a goal in mind, right? And you really want it to happen, and you keep figuring out ways to make that goal happen. And then sometimes by just letting go, that is the learning lesson in the process, right? Or it's not supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen, or when you think it's going to happen. It's supposed to happen whenever universe or God has created that opportunity for you, right? Because a lot of times we don't see the big view of it. And what might be going on is that if it happened quicker, you wouldn't have had the offshoots, right? You wouldn't have the bigger, the bigger success, right? Or whatever the case is, And I'm channeling this right now, so I know that, like, whoever's watching this, it's trust in yourself, trust in your plan, and trust in your maker. At the end of the day, it's gonna turn up huge for you. And trust in what's being shown to you, your intuition and your gifts, and start moving forward with them, because it's going to do you good. I'm going to end it with this, you guys, and this is going to be a good one. I was listening to this video. I forget what it's called, the title of it, but it was by Deborah Chopra, and he was talking about relationships. And the best way to heal is through all of our relationships. And I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, just with my friends and my family and everyone I meet? But, like, it's more than that. Everything's a relationship at the end of the day, and everything is coexisting with everything, right? Whether that is the self, whether it's your body, right? Like, because we have different portions in our body that are coexisting with each other, and it's all in relationship. And our body can only survive off of certain things, right? Whether it's fuel, food, air, and what we say and do, right? All of those things are a constant relationship that coincides with each other, right? Same thing with our relationships. I think I bring this up just to tell you guys that, like, the relationship with yourself right now, I think is probably the biggest thing that we have in our life. I will say this, you guys. What was I going to say? 2020, the year 2020 was it was literally like 2020 vision. I got a chance to look at myself and really look at myself in a different pair of glasses, right? I took off the pair that I was wearing that was I don't know the prescriptions that are bad, right? We'll just say 1815. I took off that prescription and I put on the 2020, which Spirit gave me. And then I looked at myself from that perspective, and that would be considered what the year 2020 brought for me. And I think 2021 is the process of getting rid of relationships that no longer are feeding us, and then the relationships with ourselves is what's feeding us, right? What are you feeding yourself in any way? And I always say this real quick: if you're out there and you're struggling with what you're putting in your body, your food intake, so ensure that you're watching that right now. Ensure that you're watching your practices, right? Your breathing exercises and your meditation. So meditation is actually going to be the third option, but let's just say breathing techniques, meditation, movement. What are you doing for exercise? That's huge. And sleep. Those are some biggies right now. Let's say those top 5 right now that you want to concentrate on. Any of those are hard to just do consistently. I know for me, you guys, I haven't meditated in, I think it's been over a week, and I can always feel it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. These are some messages that came up for me. I just wanted to tell the people out there that you're doing a great job. I love you guys so much, man. This is a good time to be alive. I can't wait, because the future looks bright now, right? And the future looks bright for everyone involved. I see a lot of people putting a lot of great work out there. I'm so proud of everyone out there in the spiritual community, the people who are bringing upliftment. There's some really big names out there that are doing wonderful, big stuff that's inspirational to me. And I just want to say, keep going, guys. I love you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Give me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see my videos every time I upload, make sure to hit the notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, guys. All right.